Good morning, students.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, uh, before going to our topic, okay, these are some of the problems from orthographic projections. Okay, you have done only a few problems in the orthographic projections. Just you have done 4 to 5 problems with the dimensions. Okay, these problems are from ND Butt textbook. Okay, it is from page number 526. You have a problem here. One problem here given already has given the solution as well for this problem 20.312, 20.13. Then you have a number of problems here. Exercise problems are there where you have to draw the front view, top view, and side view using different angle of projections. He will ask in the question, okay, use third angle projection method. If you don't ask, you need to draw in a first angle projection method. Okay, here he has given a number of problems here. Just solve these all the problems. You have a solutions for this as well. If you have any doubt, you can go through the solution at the last. Okay, no need to draw these bigger problems like this. Okay, this problem is not necessary. These problems are now you can draw up to problem number 22, 23. You can draw up to problem number 23. Draw up to 23 problems. 23, and you have another problem. This one already have drawn. This is problem number 29, 23, and up to 23, then 29 is enough. This also 20.65, 33. Okay, these type of problems they will ask in the exam. The maximum problems will be asked. Here he has given a solution for that exercise. Okay, unsolved problem exercise number 20 you are seeing the exercise number 20. Okay, here he has given the solutions to these problems. Okay, these are the solutions for all the problems. Okay, just go through it. Okay, draw it and submit it as an assignment. All these problems, exercise number 20. Okay, up to I have told you up to this 23, up to 23 problems you have. Draw these all the problems and submit it as an assignment. You give some assignment marks. You have around assignment marks will be there. Okay, 15 marks for the assignment. Understand? For your drawing sheet submissions, you can submit all these problems. Okay, just go through it, solve all the problems. You have a solutions as well. I will share this book in your WhatsApp group. Just go through it. Okay, in examination also the examiner will ask the problems from this textbook only. So if you go through all these problems, okay, it will be very easy to draw it. You can practice it once. You will get a brief idea about it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Then we are moving to our next topic. Isometric projections. Ima, do you have any doubts in the previous classes? Ima, have uploaded all the videos of all the recorded classes in the YouTube and shared the links. Just go through it. If you have any doubt, just go through it and draw all the diagrams using your drawing instruments. Then if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Okay, please try to draw it using the drawing instruments. then only you will get a idea about it. Okay, in the yesterday class, the last class, we have drawn up to which problem we have drawn in the last class?
They're resting on the square box, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to draw this problem, the projection of a frustum of a cone shown in a figure. What is the frustum? Frustum means, I have told you, if a cone is cut at any section, if you have a cone like this, if you have a cone like this, cutting the cone here, what happens? It will form like this. This is nothing but a frustum of a cone. Now we are going to draw the frustum of a cone here. Understand? Here he has given both top and bottom diameter and height as well. Understand? Here he has given a height as 70 mm, top diameter as 40 mm, bottom diameter, base diameter as 50 mm, and base diameter as 60 mm. Okay, now here you are going to draw these diagrams here. So see here, see 40 and 70. Okay, here it is 60, 70 and 40. Here he has given, you take this one, here he has given top diameter as, okay, here you are considering the top diameter as top diameter as 40, base diameter as 60, height as 70 as given. So we are drawing the isometric projection of this frustum of a cone. What will you do? First you will consider this one. Now I am taking 30 degrees inclination this side, 30 degrees inclination this side, 30, 30. I'm taking 30 inclination this side, 30 degrees. Then I am cutting 60, 60 here. From here I am cutting 60, 60. It will form a rhombus with 60, 60. Then I am extending. What I will do using force center method, I am drawing the circle here. Using force center method, I am drawing the circle here. I have marked the 4 centers here. Each center is at 30 mm. the midpoint of the given side. Then I am joining from this top vertex to this line and bottom vertex to these 2 points. Then I am taking this as a center. Okay, I will draw this as a light line. I am taking this as a center, this as a radius. I'm drawing one arc. I'm indicating the light, okay, hidden line with a green pen. So I'm taking this as a center, this as a radius, drawing one arc. This as a center, this as a radius, drawing one arc, and this as a center, this as a radius, drawing one arc. Taking this as center, this as the radius, drawing one arc. After that, the given height is how much? 70 mm. I am extending it to 70. I am extending it to 70. I am extending it to 70. Understand? Then, okay, I am extending it to 70. So, then I am joining this. Then am I extending this one here also? I am extending 70 and joining this one as well. After that, what I will do, I will mark the center midpoints of these sides. I will mark the midpoint here, midpoint here, midpoint here, midpoint here. Emma, listen carefully here. Here the top diameter is how much?
వీడియో కనిపించట్లేదు.
కనిపించట్లేదమ్మా. కనపడుతుంది. వీడియో కనపడట్లేదా? డ్రాయింగ్ బోర్డ్ కనపడట్లేదా? Emma, is the drawing board visible?
కనిపిస్తుంది సార్, కనిపిస్తుంది.
ఏంటమ్మా?
కనిపిస్తుంది సార్.
Okay. Right? So listen carefully here. Here he has given a top diameter as 40 and bottom diameter 60. So here you have taken the rhombus which is 60. We have to reduce it to 40. So ఇక్కడ మనం తీసుకున్న square, the square which you have taken is 60, but you have to reduce it to 40. How will you reduce to 40? You have the total diameter, radius diameter as 60 minus 40, it is 20 mm. You have to reduce 20 mm. 20 mm means we'll take 20 by 2. 20 by 2 means 10 mm. You will reduce 10 mm from each side. How will you reduce? Here I am drawing these 2 lines, 2 center points, and joining these 2 center points. Understand? First I have marked the center points. I have drawn a horizontal and vertical lines through the center points, joining the 2 center points. After that, I will reduce 10 mm on each from each center point. I will reduce 10 mm. I am reducing 10 mm here inside. I'm reducing 10 mm here. 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 After that, I'm drawing one square here. Do that. I'm drawing one line like this. Drawing one line like this. Drawing one line like this from 10 mm. It will form a square like this. Okay, this square is how much? This square will be equal to 40 now. When you measure, the dimension will be equal to 40. This dimension of this one will be equal to 40. So after that, using 4 center method, I have a center point here. Already one center point here, one center point here, one center point here, one center point here. From that points, I am joining from top vertex to here and bottom vertex to here. Understand? I'm joining from top vertex to here and bottom vertex to here. Then use other pencil. I'm joining top vertex to this and bottom vertex to these points, and I will take this as center, this as a radius, I will draw an arc, this as center, this as a radius, I will draw an arc, this as center, this as a radius, I will draw an arc, this as center, this as a radius, I will draw an arc. After that I will join these two. Okay, in this way you have to draw the first term of a cone. Understand? The main thing is reducing the square to 60 to 40. It is very important. Okay. While drawing the composite figures also, you will use this concept. How to reduce the given dimension. Here you are reducing from 60 to 40. So in this way you have to reduce. Okay, here only the red color which I have drawn should be dark. Understand, all the other lines should be very light. Black color, yellow color lines should be very light. You have to use a light pencil, and the green color which I have drawn is, here I have drawn a green color half circular arc which should be hidden. You have to draw in a dotted line. You have to draw in the dotted line. The red color should be very dark, the green color should be dotted line, yellow lines and other color lines, black color lines, all the other lines should be construction lines. Those lines should be very light. Understand? Ima, is it clear? Ima, is it clear? Anybody has any doubt? Ima, try to draw using your drawing instruments. If you have any doubt, say okay. Somebody has asked me, send the message that they want to repeat this diagram once again. Just I will repeat it. So I am drawing once again. Just see here. The given top diameter is 40, 40. Bottom diameter is, base diameter is 60. Height is 70. What I am doing, first I am considering like this, marking 30 degrees. I am considering this one, this, marking 30 degrees this side, 30 degrees this side, 30 degrees this side, 30 degrees this side. Okay, I am cutting 60 here, 60 here. From here I am cutting 60, 60. Why I am cutting 60 means the base diameter is 60. So I am taking here as 60. Then I am using 4 center method to draw the circle. Given is first term of a cone. Cone means you have a circle in the top and bottom. So I am constructing circle. For constructing circle I am using 4 center method. I am marking 1, 2, 3, 4 centers here. Then I am joining from top vertex to this center line, and bottom vertex to these center points, and bottom vertex to these center points. After that I am taking this as center, this as a radius, I am drawing one arc. Taking this as center, this as a radius, I am drawing one arc. This as center, this as a radius, I am drawing one arc. This as center, this as a radius, I am drawing one arc. This as center, this as a radius, I am drawing one arc. You know all these things already you have done before. After that what I am doing is, the given height is 70 mm, so I am extending it to 70. I am extending this one to 70. I am extending the midpoint to the 70. After that I am joining this one. After that, I am extending from here, from the top vertex to 70, and I am joining this one as well. After that, again, I'm marking the midpoints. I'm marking the midpoint here, marking the midpoint here, midpoint here, marking the midpoint here. I'm marking the midpoints. After that, I'm marking the midpoints. After that, I'm joining these midpoints like this. After that, the given diameter is 60, base diameter 60, and top diameter is 40. Already I have drawn a square of 40. I was 60. I want to reduce it to 40. How will I reduce it? 60 minus 40, it is 20. It is, you are dividing with 2. It is 10 mm. So I will reduce 10 mm from each center. So I will reduce 10 mm here. 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 After that, I will reduce 10 mm here. After that, I will draw the lines here. I am using some other pen to draw the lines. I am drawing line from here, horizontal line from here, joining line from here. I will form a square of 40 mm with this one. After that, from center points, already have a center points here. This center point, this has center point, this has center point, this has a center point. From that center point, again I am constructing a circle using 4 center method. From this vertex to this center points, and this vertex to this center points I am joining. After that, I am taking this as center, this as radius, drawing one arc, this as center, this as radius, drawing one arc, this as center, this as radius, drawing one arc, this as center, this as radius, drawing another arc. Okay, I will form a circle. After that, I'm joining these two circles like this. Understand? I'm joining these two circles. After that, this one is also a hidden part. This one is also a hidden part. The green color which I have drawn the arc, which is the hidden part, which can be drawn as a dotted line. The red color which I have drawn, it should be a dark. The total red color should be dark. All the other black lines, yellow lines, and other color lines should be very light. Those are all construction lines. Construction lines should be drawn using a light pencil. The red color which I have drawn, the frustum of a cone will be drawn with a dark pencil, and the green color arc which I have drawn should be a hidden line, which is an invisible line. So you have to draw with a dotted line. Understand? This is the process you have to follow for drawing this frustum of a cone. The important part is this one, this top part, how to reduce 60 to 40. It is very important. Just draw using your drawing instruments. You can understand. It will be very clear. Thank you. Thank you for just go through it, draw fast. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Go to the next one. Chapandamma. Yes.
ఆ టాప్ డయామీటర్ అడ్జస్ట్ చేయడం అర్థం కావట్లేదు సార్.
Okay, first you know how to draw this black square. Is it clear?
ఎస్ సార్.
Black square. After that, you are marking the center points. Center points mark చేసాము. You know how to mark the center points? Yes.
10 mm రిడ్యూస్ చేసి చేయాలా సార్?
First you have to mark the center point. 60 ki center point anta, you are marking the red points here. Red points mark chesam 30 30 30 mark చేసిన తర్వాత just start joining this one and this one. ఈ రెండింటిని జాయిన్ చేసాం. జాయిన్ చేసిన తర్వాత then you are reducing 10 mm. 10 mm you are putting the scale here, or you can take 10 mm on the compass, cut an arc here, cut an arc here, from here cut an arc here, from here cut an arc here. You can measure with scale as well, or you can measure with the compass. You can cut with compass and mark those points. Okay, line draw చేసి then you are drawing horizontal lines and vertical lines, parallel lines draw చేస్తాం. Drawing parallel line to this black line. ఈ black line కి parallel గా ఒక లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తాం ఇలా. ఈ బ్లాక్ లైన్ కి parallel గా ఒక లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తాము. ఈ బ్లాక్ లైన్ కి parallel గా ఒక లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తాము. ఈ బ్లాక్ లైన్ కి parallel గా ఒక లైన్ డ్రా చేస్తాం. Then you will get one square like this. You will get a one square like this. In that square you are constructing a circle using 4 center method. Okay, why I am not telling to draw the parallel lines directly up to the end? Again you have to rub it. So you are drawing up to whatever the dimension required. I am drawing parallel line to this line, but up to here only. I will start here and end here. You know, here you are getting vertical lines, so I am drawing up to here. I'm drawing only up to here. I'm drawing only up to here. I'm not extending up to end. Understand? After that, using 4 center method, you draw the circle. ima ardhamainda? Just use your drawing instruments, try to draw it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
ఓ సార్
Can we move to the next problem?
So,
Okay. Okay, I will explain this problem in the last. Before that, we have one more problem here. Hmm. Ma, please mute your mics. Okay, here I am going to explain this problem. Here he has given here one frustum of a cylinder. He has given bottom diameter is 80 here. Now, is it visible? This bottom diameter is 80. This diameter is 80. The top diameter here it is 60. For this cylinder, the top diameter is 60, bottom diameter is 80, and the diameter of, and you have a three figures. One, this is one, this one is two, and this one is three. This is composite figure diagram. The question will be like this: a sphere is resting on a sphere of a radius 22 mm is resting on a circular plate of 32 mm diameter and 10 mm thickness, is resting on a circular plate of 32 or cylindrical plate of 32 mm diameter and 10 mm thickness, which is resting on a frustum of a cone of bottom, resting on the frustum of a cone of a top diameter 63 and the bottom diameter 80 mm, and the height of the cone is 25 mm. Draw the isometric projection. We'll ask the question like this: a sphere of a radius 22 mm is resting on a cylindrical plate of 32 mm diameter and thickness 10 mm, which is resting on a frustum of a cone of a top diameter 63 and bottom diameter 80 mm and height 25 mm. Draw the isometric projection of the given diagram. Understand? So here you have to draw. How to draw? You just see here. Here is given 80, 63 and 25. So I will explain you how to draw this one. Here he has given a cylinder. A cylinder. Top diameter is 63. A cylinder. Top diameter is 63. Bottom diameter is 80. And thickness is, how much thickness is 25. And for circular plate, for cylindrical plate, here diameter is 32 and thickness is 10 mm and the radius of the sphere is 22. These are the three diagrams he has given: diagram 1, diagram 2, diagram 3. So first you will draw the first term of this cone. First I am taking like this. I am drawing angle 30 degrees. 30 degrees. I am cutting 80 here, 80 here. From here I am cutting 80, 80. Will form a cone like this. Numbers like this. After that I'm marking the center points, midpoints here. Here one midpoint, here one midpoint, here one midpoint, here one midpoint. I'm using 4 center method to construct a circle. You know how to draw using 4 center method. So I am taking this as center, this as a radius. I am drawing one arc. I am taking this as center, this as a radius. I am drawing one arc. Taking this as center, this as a radius. I am drawing one arc. This as center, this as a radius. I am drawing one arc. Okay, this as center, this is the radius. I am drawing one arc. Okay, I am drawing whatever the dark. Okay, without rubbing, I am drawing with a green pen, hidden lines. Then I am extending it to how much? Here, first diagram 25 mm. I am extending it to 25, 25, 25. Then I am joining these two. Then I am extending this one to 25. I am joining this one as well. After that, here the top diameter is how much? 63. The top diameter is 63. Ima, mute your mics. Top diameter is 63. Ima, Lakshman, mute your mic. Okay, and the top diameter is 63. So 80 minus 63, how much? 80 minus, here it is, 80 minus 63, how much it is? How much? 17. 80 minus 63 is 17. Eighty minus 63, it is 17. Okay, 80 minus 63 is 17. So I am 17 by 2, it is how much? 17 by 2, it is, what is the value?
8.5.
8.5. So what I will do? First I will mark the centers. Well, I will mark the centers. From centers, I will draw this line like this. Ima, mute your mics. Then I will reduce 8.5, 8.5. I am reducing 8.5, 8.5, 8.5, 8.5, 8.5. Understand? Then I am drawing lines like this. From here I am drawing one line. From here I am drawing a parallel line to that side. From here I am drawing a parallel line to this side. From here I am drawing a parallel line. After that, I know the centers here. This is a center, this is a center, center, this is a center. Again, using 4 center method. From this vertex to this vertex, from this vertex to this vertex, I am drawing a, this has a center, this has a center, this has a radius, this has a center, this has a radius, this has a center, this has a radius, this has a center, this has a radius. After that, I will join these two. Okay, this one is over. This is the frustum of a cone with a top diameter 63 and bottom diameter 80 and thickness 25 mm. Here only the red color will be very dark. The red color lines which I have drawn, the cylinder part should be, cone part should be dark, and the green color line should be a dotted lines which are hidden lines. All the other lines should be very light. All the other remaining very lines should, other lines should be very light. Those are only for construction purpose. After that, you have a cylindrical plate of a diameter 32. Here the given diameter is how much? Here top diameter is 63. It is resting on the top of a frustum of a cone. It is resting here. So what I need to do is, again I need to measure 63 minus 32. How much? 63 minus 32 is 31. Then 31 divided by 2 is 15.5. 31 divided by 2 is 15.5. So I have to reduce 15.5 here. So I am taking another pen here. I am reducing 15.5 here. From here I am reducing 15.5 from here. I am reducing 15.5 from here. I am reducing 15.5 from here. Understand? Then again I'm drawing the lines here. I'm drawing the lines from here. I'm drawing one line from here. Drawing another line from here. Drawing one line from here. Understand? Okay, I will get a again another square like this. Inside it I will get another square like this. In this square again I have to draw another circle. I will indicate with a black pen. It will be clear. Understand? Then Again, I know the centers here. Again, using 4 center method, I will draw the circle. This vertex, I will use a green pen to mark these centers. From this center to this center, from here to here. Then I will draw a circle using the same green pen. I am taking this as center, this as a radius 1 arc, this as center, this as a radius 1 arc, this as center, this as a radius 1 arc, this as center, this has a radius 1 arc. Understand? After that, again the thickness is 10 mm. I am extending it to 10 mm, 10 mm, 10 mm. Okay, 10 mm. Then here also from the top vertex I am extending it to 10 mm. Understand? Then again I will mark the centers here. Then again I will mark the centers here. Here one center, here, here, and here. Again using 4 center method, we will draw a circle here. Okay, using 4 center method, I am using a green pen to draw this circle. I will join these two circles. This one will be your cylindrical plate. In this cylindrical plate, this green plane should be dark. Use a blue pen. This part should be the hidden one. Understand? It is resting on the cylinder. Cylindrical plate is resting on the cone. After that, you have to draw the sphere with a radius 22. For drawing the sphere, first mark the center here. Here I will get a center point. So I am joining the two vertices here for marking the from this vertex to this vertex. I am drawing one line. This vertex to this vertex, I am drawing one line. I am drawing the midpoint here. Understand? I am drawing the midpoint here. After from that midpoint, I need to calculate radius. For calculating the center of the radius, we have one formula. Center is equal to radius into 0.816. That is, center is 22 into 0.816. Okay, 22 into 0.16 means 816. What is the value you will get when you calculate it? You calculated 22 into 0.816. The value will be 17.9. 17.95, that is nearly 18. What I am doing it from here, what I will do is from here okay, from here I will extend 17 mm and mark the center point C here. Okay, from that center point this distance is 17.9, 18 mm. Okay, I will mark the center C here. From that center C, I will take the radius as 22 on the compass. I will take the radius as 22 on the compass and I will draw one circle here. I will take the radius as 22 on the compass. I will draw one circle here. Take the radius as 22 on the compass. I will draw one circle like this. This one is the sphere resting on the cylindrical plate. Understand? In this way you have to draw. And here this radius is 22. Okay. Is it clear? Okay, it's a very simple. Just I will explain in this diagram only. First you have drawn this 80-80 and you have cut 80-80, and after that you have drawn using 4 center method, you have drawn this circle, bottom circle, you know this one, this part. After that you have extended this to 25, 25, 25. You have constructed another square. Then you have marked the centers. You have drawn the two lines. After that, you have constructed, you have reduced it 60 minus 80 minus 63. It is 17. You have reduced it 8.5 mm and 8.5 mm, and you have constructed one square. In that square, you have drawn one circle using 4 center method. You have joined these two circles. Then it will be the custom of a cone will be completed. Again, on this cone you have a cylindrical plate whose diameter is 32. So here the top diameter of the cylinder is 60, cone is 63. 63 minus 32, it is 31. So again you are marking the centers and drawing the horizontal and vertical lines from the centers and reducing 15.5 mm both the sides. You are forming another square here. Okay, in that square, again you are marking the midpoints using 4 center method. You are drawing this green circle here. After that, for this one, the thickness of the plate is 10 mm. So you are increasing it to 10 mm, and you are constructing another square. In that square, you are again drawing a circle using 4 center method. After that, to drawing that circle, you have to draw a sphere. For that sphere, you are joining the two vertices from left to right and top to bottom. You will get a midpoint which was indicated here with a red point. Okay, from that midpoint you have drawing the center line, center of this sphere. Center is calculated as center C is equal to R into 0.816. Okay, center C is equal to R into 0.816. Using that formula, you have calculated it is 18 mm. From that red center, you are extending up to the center point 18 mm top, extending up to the top. From that center point C, you get a point C here. From that point C, you are taking the radius as 22 mm and drawing one circle from that center. Then you will get a sphere which is resting on the cylindrical plate. Understand? Ma, is it clear? When you draw using the drawing instruments, it will be very clear to you. Ma, any doubts? Ma, anybody has any doubt?
ఒకసారి చూపించాం
ఏంటమ్మా?
డయాగ్రామ్ కనబడలేదు, ఒకసారి చూపిస్తాం సార్
డయాగ్రామ్ కనబడట్లేదా? 1 second. ఓకే.
సార్ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి సార్.
మళ్ళీ చెప్పాలా? మొత్తం డయాగ్రామా?
To Frustum, it's okay, sir. Thereafter, please explain.
Okay, see here. Ma, listen carefully. So I am taking line like this. I am taking 80, 30 degrees first. 30 degrees this side, 30 degrees this side. Cutting 80 here, cutting 80 here. I am cutting here like this, and I am marking the center points. I am drawing the circle here using 4 center method. So I am joining this centers from here, from top, this centers from here. So I am drawing this as center, this as radius 1 arc, and this as center, this as radius 1 arc, this as center, this as radius 1 arc, this as center, this as radius 1 arc. Okay, I am forming a circle here. After that, the given thickness is, height is 25 mm. I am extending 25 here. Here also I am extending 25. Here also I am extending 25 here. I am extending 25 here, and here I am joining this one and this one. Here also I am extending 25 and joining this one. After that, okay, I am marking again the midpoints. Midpoint here, midpoint here, midpoint here, midpoint here. After marking the midpoints, the top diameter is how much? 63. Here it has given bottom diameter is 80, top diameter is 63, it is 17. So I am drawing, marking the center points and drawing the lines like this, joining the center points. After that I am reducing 8.5. Total 80 minus 63, it is 17. 17 by 2, it is 8.5. So I am reducing 8.5 mm this side, 8.5 mm this side, 8.5 mm this side, 0.5 mm this side. Okay, then I am drawing the lines parallel to this one, the line parallel to this one, the line parallel to this one, and the line parallel to this one. Okay, drawing the line parallel to this one, again using 4 center method. We have a centers here, here one center, here one center, here one center, here one center. Again using 4 center method, I am drawing another circle. Okay, take this as center, this as a radius, this as center, this as a radius, this as center, this as center, this as a radius. You know up to here how to draw. Understand? After that, he has given a cylindrical plate of thickness 10 mm, diameter 32. So here the given diameter is, the diameter which you have had is, the diameter which I have had is, how much it is? 63. So I am considering 63 minus 32, it is 31. 31 divided by 2, it is 15.5. So I am reducing 15.5 from these lines. I have a line here already. I have a line here. From that lines, I am reducing 15.5 mm here, 15.5 mm here, 15.5 mm here, 15.5 5 mm here, and then drawing one rectangle. I'm drawing another rectangle. I'm drawing with a black pen here to get a clarity. I'm drawing with a black pen. I form a rectangle like this, square like this, not rectangle, square like this. Again, I will mark the midpoints here. Why? Because it is a cylinder, so I need to draw a circle. Again, using the 4 center method, from top vertex to this centers, from bottom vertex to this centers. I will use another pencil to this one. From top vertex to this centers, bottom vertex to this centers. I will draw one circle. Take this as center, this as radius, this as center, this as radius, this as center, this as radius, this as center, this as radius. I will draw one circle with a green pen. After that, I am extending the thickness as 10 mm. So I am extending it to using a another pen, black pen, to extend it 10 mm, 10 mm, 10 mm, 10 mm, 10 mm, 10 mm here. Okay, I am extending 10 mm here, and here also I am extending from this 10 mm. So I will join like this. Understand? Again, I'll mark the midpoints here. I'm marking the midpoint here using the red pen. I will mark the midpoint, midpoint here, midpoint here, midpoint here. Join from top vertex to here, bottom vertex to here. Okay. Then again, using the green pen, I'm take this as center, this vertex, this as the radius, this vertex as a center, this has a radius, this vertex has a center, this has radius, this vertex has a center, this has a radius, and I will join these two. It will be a cylinder resting on the cone. After that, I will mark the midpoint. I'm joining this vertex to this vertex like this, and joining top vertex to bottom vertex like this. I will get one midpoint. Okay, from that midpoint I have calculated the center, r into 0.816, that is 22 into 0.816, that is 18 mm I am getting. From this red point I am marking the center C, that is 18 mm, that is center C, that is 18 mm. I am marking the center C point, that is 18 mm. From that C point, which is 18, from that C point I am taking radius as 22. Radius of the sphere is 22. I am taking the radius as 22 and drawing one circle. I am taking the radius as 22 and drawing one circle. I am taking the radius as 22 and drawing one circle here. I am taking the radius as 22 and drawing one circle here. Understand? This one will be the sphere. Here the radius is 22. Understand? In this way you have to draw. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubts? Can we move to the next problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will share the video on the online. If you have any doubt, you can go through it and draw it. Understand? Draw using your drawing instruments. So the next problem is this one. Okay, this is also a composite figure. Okay, here he has given square side as 80 mm, square bottom. Here he has given first of a square pyramid. This one is 1, this one is 2, and this one is 3. Understand? Here he has given frustum of a square pyramid, which has the question will be like this. Draw the isometric projection of a cut sphere of a radius 25 mm, which is cut at 38 mm from the base, which is resting on a frustum of a cone of top diameter 50 mm and bottom diameter 63 mm and height 63 mm, which is resting on the frustum of a square pyramid of a top diameter 63 mm and bottom diameter 80 mm and height 38 mm. Draw the isometric projection. Understand? He will ask the question like this. Here he has given a cut sphere. Understand? So first you will draw this square pyramid. Understand? Frustum of a square pyramid, then you will go frustum of a cone, then you will draw the cut sphere. Okay. So how will you draw? You see here the diameter side is 80, 63, 38. First, here the side of the sphere is, bottom side is 80, top side is 63, height is how much? Height is 38. It is 38. This is for square. Next one is cone. For the cone, bottom diameter is 63, top diameter is 50, height is 63. For the sphere diameter is how much? For the sphere diameter is 25. For the sphere diameter is 25. These are the dimensions he has given. So I'm starting to draw here. See here, I'm taking line like this, drawing the vertical line, drawing 30 degrees this side, drawing 30 degrees this side. I'm cutting 80, 80 here. I'm cutting 80, 80 here. Understand? And I'm using, after that, given height is how much? 38. So I'm extending it to 38. I'm extending it to 38, 38, 38, extending it to 38, 38, 38, 38, joining this one, and I am extending this one to 38 and joining this one. Okay, this one should be very light, the black one. So after that, the top is how much here? 63. Here it is 80. So I am marking the center point here, center point here, center point here, center point here, midpoint. After that, I'm joining this midpoint to this midpoint, this midpoint to this midpoint. Joining from both midpoints. After that, I'm reducing 80 minus 63. How much? 18 minus 63, 17. That is 8.5. I'm reducing 8.5 here. I'm reducing 8.5 here, 8.5 here, 8.5 here. So after that, I'm drawing parallel line to this one. I'm drawing a parallel line to this one. I'm drawing a parallel line to this one. Drawing a parallel line to this one. Okay, it'll form this one. I am joining this line to this line, this line to this line. This one which I am drawing with a red pen should be dark. Understand? It is your main diagram. Understand? Which was drawing with a red pen should be dark. Okay. Then the other pen which I will use a green pen should be a dotted line. This should be a dotted line one. Understand? All the other black pen should be very light. Those are all construction purpose. This one will be your frustum of a square pyramid. This one will be your frustum of a core pyramid. Understand? First you have drawn a square here with a 80-80. After that I am extended 38-38. After that I have drawn another square at top. Then I have reduced that 80 square to 63 by reducing how much? 8.5, 8.5 each side. Then I will form another square. When you go to the next diagram, that is a cone. Here the bottom is 63. For this cone, the bottom diameter is 63. Already this square is also this is also a 63 square, and the bottom diameter of that one is also 63. So okay, there is no need to reduce it. Directly I am marking the center points. Already you have a midpoints here. At this you have a midpoints. Using the four center method, joining this midpoint to this midpoint, this midpoint to this midpoint. Using the four center method, this as center, use this pen. This as center, this as radius. Will draw an arc. This as center, this as radius. I will draw an arc. This as center, this as radius. I will draw an arc. This as center, this as radius. I will draw one arc. I will construct one circle using four center method. After that, what I will do, I will extend this one upwards. How much I will extend? 63. He has given height of the cone as 63. So I am extending it to 63. I am extending it to 63. 63. I am extending here. I will use yellow pen. 63. So from here also, then I will join this one. From here also I will extend 63. I will join like this. Okay, and the top diameter it is how much? Now it is 63. I want to reduce it to, now it is 63. and the top is 50 here. Top diameter here he has given it as 50. So I need to reduce it to 50. So I need to reduce it to 50. So 63 minus 50, it is 13. 63 minus 50, it is 13. 13 by 2, it is 6.5. First I will mark the midpoints. Here one midpoint, here one midpoint, here one midpoint. We'll draw these lines and reduce 6.5 from each side. I'm reducing 6.5 here, 6.5 here, 6.5 here, 6.5 here. Okay, 6.5 here means it's a very small length. So then I am joining parallel lines like this. Okay, then after that, using 4 center method, I will draw a circle here. I'm joining top vertex to these lines and bottom vertex to these lines. I will take this as center, this as a radius. I will draw one arc. This as center, this as a radius. I will draw another arc. This as center, this as a radius. I will draw one arc. This as center, this as a radius. I will draw one arc. I will draw a circle here. Then I will join from here to here, from here to here, from this circle to this circle. This one will be your frustum of a cone. Understand? This one will be your frustum of a cone resting on the square pyramid. Is it clear? After that, I'm going to construct a sphere on it. How do you construct a sphere here? Okay, is it clear up to here? Then I'm going to construct a sphere. I am joining this line and this line, this vertex to this vertex, this vertex to this vertex. I'm marking the midpoint here. I'm marking the midpoint here. Then from the midpoint, I need to calculate the center. The formula for center is how much radius into 0.816. Here radius is 25 into 0.816. 25 into 0.816 is, what is the formula here? Center is equal to radius into 0.816. That is, center is equal to 25 into 0.816. What is the radius here? You will get around maybe 22. 25 into 0.816. 20.4. It is 20.4. Here, center is at a distance of 20 point. The center is at a distance of 20.4. From here, I am extending up to 20.4. From here, I am extending up to 20.4, marking the center point here with the red pen. From that center point, I am going to draw one circle. From that center point, I am going to draw one circle. Understand? After drawing this one, okay, when you see the diagram here, up to here it is clear now. When you see the diagram here, from the top, from the base of this circle at 38 mm, it is a cut section here. Understand? From the, when you see the diagram here, from here, that is nothing but from the base of the circle. From this base of the circle at 38 mm, it is a cut. This your sphere has been cut there. So what I will do here, from the base This is the base here, base. From the base, I'm marking 38 mm. From here to here, it is 25. Okay, this one will be marking 38. So, what I will do, marking 38 at that point, what I will do, take a yellow pen, mark a line here. And again, I will mark one vertical line here. I will get one point here. From this point, get one point here. From that point, the diameter is how much? 50. Radius is 25. So what I will do is, I will extend 25 here. I will mark 25 here. Up to 25, I will mark one point here. I will cut an arc. Up to 25, I will cut an arc. Up to 25, I will cut another arc here. Up to 25, I will cut another arc here. Then I will draw one square here like this. Okay, this should be very light. You should use yellow pen to drawing this. Should be very light. Okay, after that, I will mark the center points of this square. This square, I will mark the center points. Then using 4 center method, I will draw one circle. We'll take this as center, this as the radius. I will draw one arc. This as center, this as the radius. I will draw one arc. This as center, this as the radius. I will draw one arc. This as center, this as the radius. I will draw one arc. After that, I will join this arc circle with this one. Okay, this one will be your hemisphere. Understand? At 38, I have drawn one horizontal line. From there, I have drawn one vertical line from the center. From there, I have measured 25 here, cut an arc, 25 here and cut an arc, 25 top, 25 bottom. I will create one rhombus here. I will join that rhombus, and using 4 center method, I have drawn one circle there, and I have joined that circle like this. Okay, this one will be your cut sphere at 38 mm. Understand? Ma, is it clear? Ima, is it clear?
Sir.
Okay, I will reduce it. You can see the total diagram here. This will be your final diagram. Okay, a sphere is resting on the frustum of a cone. The frustum of cone is resting on the frustum of a square pyramid. In this way, you have to draw. Here in the square pyramid, the red color line should be dark and the green color line should be dotted lines. All the other lines should be light. Here in the frustum of a cone, the blue color line should be dark. All the other lines should be light. And here the green, I will draw with a green, this part. This part should be again dotted. The green color should be dotted and all the other blue color should be dark. And here also in the sphere part, everything green color should be dark. All the other construction part should be very light. Understand? Only red color should be dark here, blue color should be dark in the cone, and green color should be dark in the sphere. And here in the pyramid, green color should be dotted line. Similarly, in the cone, green color should be dotted line, and all the other lines should be very light. Those are all for construction purpose. Only this diagram should be visible. The remaining lines should be very light. Understand? In this way, you have to draw the frustum of a square pyramid, cone, and sphere. Ima, any doubts? Try to draw using your drawing instruments, then only you can understand, otherwise it is very difficult for you. Those who enter the room, please enter your roll numbers in the chat box. If you entered, it's not a problem. If anybody doesn't enter your roll numbers, please enter your roll numbers in the chat box. This is for your attendance purpose. Do you have any doubts? Is it clear?
Sir, sir,
చెప్పండమ్మా.
sir, above the circle of radius 25, ఒక rhombus draw చేశారు కదా సార్, అది ఎలా డ్రా చేశారు?
Okay, I will explain it here. Let's see. First I have a circle like this. Okay, and it has a center point also marked here. The center point is marked here with a red pen. Understand? So after that, what I am doing is, here he has given clearly that from the bottom at 38 mm, this cone is, this sphere has a cut section. So from the 38, what I have drawn one horizontal line. From vertical, I have drawn one vertical line. From the center line, center point, I have drawn one vertical line. Okay, from this center point, I have cut 25 here, 25 here, 25 mm here. I have cut 25 mm here, 25 mm here. Understand? 25 mm here, and I have joined one rhombus here. Is it clear? Is it clear? అర్థమైందా? Up to here, is it clear? After that, I'll mark the midpoints of this rhombus. Okay, midpoint of this rhombus. And I have joined from top vertex to here and bottom vertex to here. Okay, then I have taken this as center, this as the radius. I have drawn one arc. This as center, this as the radius. I have drawn one arc. This as center, this as the radius. Drawn one arc. This as center, this as the radius. I have drawn one arc. I have joined this one with this circle. Understand? Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, with this problem, I'm going to stop today's session. Okay, in the previous sessions, I have recorded all the classes. I have shared in the YouTube. Today's session also I will share you. Just go through it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the next class. Try to draw all the diagrams using your drawing instruments. Then only you can understand the diagram. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Use your drawing instruments to draw the diagrams. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can go through that YouTube links. Okay, you can understand. If you don't understand, you can ask me in the next class. Can I close this session today? Any more
Yes, sir.
doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you for attending.